Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 106. In every Global Impromptu Speaking session, there is somebody who has taken the challenge to give you amazing topics to speak on. And today, that challenge is being accepted by DTM Jessie D'Souza. To support her, we have our diligent member, family member, great support, Tosma Savita, who has taken challenge as timer's role today. So let's put our hands together to welcome Tosma Savita first to explain the timing mechanism, please. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. And as timer, I'll be noting down the time for your speech. And as everyone knows here, the timing for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes with the grace of 30 seconds. As you can see at my background, I already started the timer machine. So at the end of 1 minute, it will turn green. At the end of 1 minute, 30 seconds, yellow. And at the end of 2 minutes, red. Request all of you to wind up your speech within 2 minutes, 30 seconds so that everyone gets the chance to speak on this platform. You can see now it has done. This way only it will turn, and you can see your timing also. And at the end of the, of course, session, I will tell you also the timing. I'll note down and tell. Thank you very much, and best of luck. And back to you, DTM Amjad.
Thank you so much, Tosma Savita. Really appreciate for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, we will not take much of your time, but to start the session. This session will be live on Facebook, so keep your video on and make sure there is no noise in between or there is no cross talk. Please put your hands together to welcome DTM Jesse as a host of this meeting, our topics master of this meeting. Over to you, DTM Jesse.
Thank you, DTM Amjad, and welcome to the Global Impromptu meetings. We meet 3 times a week, 1 hour, and attempt and speak on every topic under the sun. Thanks to DTM Amjad Ali. And today, another topic session we have, and to call my first Toastmaster is Dr. Farida. Dr. Farida, your topic is the cave you most fear contains the greatest treasure. The cave you most fear contains the greatest treasure, Dr. Farida.
A very good evening to my Global Impromptu family members. The topic that has been given to me is that the cave you most fear contains the greatest treasure. From a very young age, my parents were are the people who taught me how to drive. And my father was the main person who taught me how to drive. Let me tell you this, he was extremely possessive of the car, and really he would be yelling his voice away at me at every tiny mistake that I made. And there I would be sitting on a pile of cushions so I could look over the steering wheel with cushions behind me so that my feet reached the pedal, with my hands at 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock staring at the road. And you know what my dad would say? Don't look at the road right at the end of the bonnet. Look far, look beyond. That is where your gaze should be. Don't look down, look there, look far. And this is one of the very important teachings of my father that I have held on to all my life. I have always tried to look beyond. And this is what we should do, Global Impromptu family members. When we are faced with our fears, we should look beyond the fear. What is there behind the fear? What if we overcome the fear? Then what? I have seen so many people join this forum and overcome their fear of public speaking and shine and outshine and outdo everybody else. That it has been really truly an amazing journey, and I'm greatly indebted to DTM Amjad Ali for starting this venture and being so persistent at it and staying at it so much so that we are celebrating our 100th sixth session today, truly. And this is one of the teachings of my dad that I have hung on to. And I truly believe that when we overcome our fears, when we look beyond our fears, there is always something good at the end of it. So, a very good evening to everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Farida. Thank you. Very well said. Our next Toastmaster is Toastmaster Sujata. Toastmaster Sujata.
Yes.
The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. Toastmaster Sujata.
Very good evening to my global impromptu family. The best thing about future is that it comes one day at a time. Future is something which all of us cannot predict. It is beyond prediction, but planning is something which we can do ahead of time. This goes with everyone if we are ready for it. This is exactly what I did in my Toastmasters journey. When I joined Toastmasters, I had no plans, like after 1 year, where I should be reaching. Then I realized only if I set my goal, I'll be able to reach the goal which I want to reach later on. So I planned my speeches, scheduled all the speeches in such a way that I finish by the end of this year. And this year has been very special to me, even though it has done harms to many. For me, it has been simply wonderful because I was able to finish all the speeches in one of the pathway, and I completed this December just one pathway. So I would agree with the topic. That's all. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sujata. Thank you so much. Remember to use the word of the day. It is haptic. HAPTIC, if someone can write it on the chat. And it is about a sense of touch in particular relating to the perception and manipulation of objects using the sense of touch. That's called haptic. My next Toastmaster is Zainab. Zainab?
Yes.
Zainab, your topic is the ultimate measure of a person is not where he stands in the moment of comfort, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. The ultimate measure of a person is not where he stands in the moments of comfort, but at times of challenge and controversy. Zainab.
First of all, a very good evening to all the speakers. The topic that is given to me, I don't completely agree with it. Because I feel whenever someone is in a place where they should not be natural for them, you cannot expect that person to behave as they would in any given natural state. I feel this is something which is like crab mentality. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, so I'll go over about it a bit. So it's like if you put crabs in a bowl and one tries to escape, the other tries to pull him down. So this is basically called crab mentality. And this is basically that nature which is like, if I can't have it, you can't have it either, which we see in a lot of people. But if you think about it a little deeply, is that what I noticed, that crabs don't naturally occur in bowls, now do they? We are the ones who put them there. So they were put there by an unnatural state, by someone with more power and more privilege and more control, which would be us in that state. So this is what happens when you put people in unnatural states, because at that moment, the people in power force the less fortunate ones, or the people who aren't exactly at the top of their lives at that point, to scramble for their lives. I feel cooperation, kindness, understanding, all the things that we say makes a person's character, all of these things become a luxury affordable only to the privileged, and the poor and the marginalized are kind of villainized in that perspective, because we want them to act a certain way. But I don't think when they don't act according to that way, when they don't show kindness, or when they aren't nice enough to other people, but what we don't really understand is we are at the point of privilege where we have the option to point fingers at them. So I feel it's easier to be kinder and nicer and talk about manners and talk about a person's stance on a certain subject when obviously you're on the higher level, or a situation where you're not exactly in it. And I think that would be it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zainab. I love the forced crab mentality. My next speaker is Anila Sahar. Anila, if you can unmute. Okay. Toastmaster Ganga. Toastmaster Tusita.
Hello.
Toastmaster Tusita.
Hello.
Yes. Your topic is worry doesn't empty tomorrow of its sorrows. It empties today of its strength. Worry does not empty of its sorrows, tomorrow's sorrows, but it empties your strength of today. Toastmasters Tusita.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, all my friends. Why worry? Any problem will have a solution. If you have a problem, you have to think about it, and you have to get advice. You have to get the cooperation and support from everybody. And if you can solve it, why worry? And if you have a problem, if you can't have any solution, then if you know that, why worry? Because worry will not solve the problem. But in the society, we are so much worried about problems, because although we are in the present, we are worried about the future. What will happen? What if this happened? What if that happened? We are too much worried. What will happen when we worry like this? We don't have strength and concentration to do the work at present. Then what we do? In the present also, we don't do our duties to the best of our ability. Then there will be some other problems cropping out of that. Like that, when we worry, so many problems will arise. But our problems over which we are worrying will never solve. We have to live one day at a time, because today is the day that we have to work. We have to do everything to the best of our ability, and then tomorrow will be nice. Ladies and gentlemen, without worrying, do your duties, do your obligations and responsibilities to the best of your ability. Don't worry too much about the problem. Then you will be successful. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tusita. Thank you so much. My next speaker is Akanksh. Akanksh, are you there? Okay, we go to Gayatri. Gayatri?
Yes.
Yes. Gayatri, your topic is the pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Toastmaster Gayatri.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster. It is a little cliche as a topic. Why is it a cliche? Because it is easy to say that be an optimistic person and try finding an opportunity in every difficulty. But think about it. What is the first thing that we do when a difficult situation arises? First, it's the pessimist in us that peeks into our mind and says, this is a difficult situation. Nothing good can come out of it. It takes a while for the optimist in us to really subjugate that pessimist inside our mind. Angel and the devil, they are not different. They are both a part of our own personality. What we become is ultimately who we let empower us. If we let angel guide our decisions, we become the optimist. But if we decide to let the devil guide our decisions, then we are bound to be the pessimist. One thing about pessimists is that they are persistent. They are not only pessimists themselves, they have a problem, they will make sure that they create problem for people around them as well. So if I'm a pessimist, I won't be happy being a pessimist alone. I'll make sure that I distribute that pessimist energy even to the people around me. As far as optimist people are concerned, poor people, they try a lot to spread that optimism and spread that positive energy. But human beings are very complicated animals. We tend to attract everything negative first. However, with proper guidance and with proper understanding, we can all become optimists and we can remove that negativity from our lives, that toxic energies from our lives. Thank you so much. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Well said, Toastmaster Gayatri. My next speaker is Toastmaster Dinesh Reddy. Toastmaster Dinesh.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes. You have got to do your own growing. No matter how tall your grandfather was, you have got to do your own growing, no matter how tall or how famous your grandfather was. Toastmaster Dinesh Reddy.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. And this is such a lovely topic. No matter how good or how great your father or grandfather will be, you just have to start from the scratch. And it reminds me an example of one of the richest person in the world. Mukesh Ambani is top 10 richest person, and his father he's a huge industrialist somewhere around 2000, and he died because of heart attack or some reason, and the complete industry went to his two sons, and Mukesh Ambani, and there is another guy who is Anil Ambani. So he took the business which is of which no one knows, oil and gas that no one knows, and other son who is into supermarket, he took the business of supermarket or cinemas, and he took the one that everyone knows and everyone is passionate of. And so it started from there. They both started at the same point. But if you see, the Anil Ambani is now he don't have any income, it's just zero, and Mukesh Ambani is at the top level, and he proved himself. It's not his father efforts, it's just he built one by one, and step by step he reached that goal. So it's not something that you take it from the father or grandfather. It's just your own efforts, your own strategies, and your own way that will show who you are. That's what I can take from this topic, and thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, Dinesh. Good examples to support your point. My next speaker is Toastmaster Sherman. Toastmaster Sherman,
Yes.
People will hate you, rate you, shake you, and break you. But how strong you stand is what makes you. People will hate you, rate you, shake you, and break you. But how strong you are or you stand, that is what makes you. Toastmaster Sherman.
Yes. Yes. Madam, table topic master and global influence. That's how you take it. And you should have a headstrong person. If you are a headstrong person, you can take all the criticism. And also the people who are trying to hate you, that means you are doing well. We are cutting other people and coming into the forward career development, and people try to pull your legs and come down your way. So all these things you have to think about yourself and don't think about the others. Even the bricks and bats they can throw you, but you can't destroy your mind. When you're speaking in a platform, also think about the person who can take a gun and kill you. But anyway, you should have a courage to take your uh, stance and speak something meaningful thing to the audience. And also you have to develop all this mind strong. How you develop your strong mind? Do some meditation, do some exercises, clear your clutter, and face the day's activities. Then you can have a strong the mind or the and also you should have a I can say uh, mensana corpusano. That means if you have a strong the physique, you can have a strong mind, and it's vice versa. The same thing. That means that goes together. If your mind is strong, you're physically fit. If you are physically fit, your mind is so strong. Over to you, Madam Temple of Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sherman. Well said. My next speaker is Gavalier Sushant. Gavalier Sushant, are you there?
Am I audible?
Yes. Sushant, your topic is the best way to predict the future is to create it. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Gavalier Sushant.
Thanks, Table Topic Master. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Wow, what a wonderful saying, and it is true. Let me say something. When there is a project that is being assigned to you, and you stay not doing it, what happens at the day of the project? You did not do it, you don't have a project. And this is how our future works. We need to make our future. Once we create it, we can predict it so that it happens. Instead of just being simple and say, my future would be fun. My future would be big. My future would be nice. Instead of just saying that, you need to take the effort. Instead of taking the another step, you cannot go forward. That's a simple learning I thought. Unless and until you take the next step in the staircase, you won't go up. You would stay in the same place where you are. So you will all need to work so that we would make a living. And when we make a living, that makes us even stronger. Nobody can push us. That's even stronger. Also, instead of just winning something, I won this, I'm the greatest, instead of just saying, the best way to win someone is to stand still and higher than someone. That makes you a real winner instead of just getting awards and stuff. So, friends, start predicting your future. Sorry, creating your future so that you can predict it. Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Sushant. Thank you. Well said. My next speaker is Toastmaster Mono Sago. Toastmaster Mono, your topic is, if you love your life will love you back. If you love life life will love you back. Toastmaster Mono.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jassim ma'am. Good evening, all my dear. This is absolutely true. If we love a life, we definitely life will get back to you the same. The same thing happens with all of them. If we are giving the happiness, the smile, the gratitude, and the same thing will revert back to us. No matter what we are doing, if we are doing wrong with someone, it will benefit at the same time for you, but that later on, it will definitely harm you, yourself, also all of the person who is living with you. So first of all, we have to think what is the positive thing, what is the good, what is the bad. And the same we have to behave with others. If we will not do this, then the result will be bad. This is all the mind capacity. Always we have to a optimistic person. If we will not think positive in positivity, then all these things with the peoples. We have always think about peoples, about them. If we will not think about them, then this will not be a good. No matter how we are transferring our conversation, even though physically or in this haptic manner, each all belongs to us. Always we have to try to give our best, always try to think all of the pupils so that they could live their life happily. In many of the situations, we see that whatever things we are doing right away, we definitely will get result. All these things belong to our karma. What we are doing good, what we are doing bad, in future we will all get the result back. No matter what we are doing good or bad, we will definitely come back with the result, with the positivity or negativity. We will all have to do in that manner. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mono. Thank you very much. My next speaker is Toastmaster Babu Gupta. Toastmaster Babu, your topic is, if you get irritated by every rub, RUB, how will you get polished? If you get irritated by every rub, how will you get polished? Toastmaster Babu Gupta.
When I started to learn driving, I first asked a person who is a trainer, and his job is to teach people how to drive car. He tried to teach me how to drive. I did the course of driving, but still I was not so much of a good driver at that time. Then I very hesitantly asked my father to help me out with it. He helped me out with it, and since being his son, he every mistake I used to do, he used to shout at me. I used to get irritated because at that time I was not even 18, but still I wanted to be a driver. Many times I used to drive in such a way and not give the brake at the correct time and hit once I hit two people. So then I realized that the thrashing which I will get from persons who are walking on streets if I hit them is much more than the thrashing or the scolding that I get from my father. So don't get irritated by small rubs in your life. if you will get irritated by small rubs in your life, the big rubs are going to irritate you very badly. And then you will realize that I should not have been irritated by those small rubs. I should have accepted that those small irritations, so that now the situation I am facing will not be there in my life. Yes, accept small rubs gracefully, so that you can save yourself from big rubs. Back to table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Babu Gupta. Good example to back it up. My next speaker is Toastmaster Denisha. Denisha?
Yes, ma'am.
It is not the load that brings you down. It is the way you carry it. It is not the load that breaks you down. It is the way you carry it that breaks you. Toastmaster Denisha.
Thank you. Good evening to all of you, global impromptu family members. Thank you for the topic. It is not the load
that breaks you.
That
it's
breaks
the way you carry.
That is how I carry. There are many things happen in our life. That is, sometimes we do not expect. Some things we expect. Our expectations are based on our wishes, our workarounds, and our hard work, and many other things. Sometimes we will get it, but sometimes we won't achieve that. That we think it's luck, or Lord gives us the things, but it is not that, because if there is something to achieve, we have to fulfill many things. That is determinations, dedication, commitment, and many other things. So if we have to done, then finally it will come to us. It may be a short way or maybe a long way. So we do not, we can't say that the Lord give us. We have to carry the things until we get it. If we stop doing the thing to achieve that, from that moment onwards, it will not come to us. We have to carry on there. Then only one day you will achieve whatever the target you wanted to be. Over to you, topic master.
Toastmaster Dinesha, well said. Thank you so much. My next speaker is Toastmaster Sindhu. Toastmaster Sindhu, your topic is: a river cuts through rocks, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. A river cuts through rocks, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Toastmaster Sindhu.
Good evening, my dear friends of Global Impromptu family. Persistence is something which takes us to success. It's not power, as you said, ma'am. In our life, we have many situations where we feel like withdrawing and going back to the state where we have started with. But if we continue just facing the problems, we feel that after a short duration of time, we'll be getting attached or we'll be aligned with that problem and we'll get a power to overcome it. So persistence is something that each and every individual requires in their life in order to step forward. And I have seen that, and I know that all the speakers over here, actually, we are, even though we were not good speakers at the beginning, we just landed somewhere where we could improve our skills, hone our skills of public speaking. And now we have improved a little bit. So gradually we'll be improving. Initially, we might have felt like, I felt many times, why am I here? This is not the right platform for me. I should have gone for something else. So, but I was not ready to leave. I want to acquire that skill. I want to hone my skill of public speaking. As I believe that nothing is impossible. If I am a human being, I can achieve everything, whatever comes to my mind. As we know that mind is very powerful. So if you design, if you have a blueprint in your mind that you have to do that, you can execute it. So I would like to say that is the power of human being. So why are we just backing out? So just go try something new, which is not possible for us, and make it possible. That is something which makes us successful and happy at the end. So this is what I would like to say, thinking that it is not the power. Even a person or even someone, we have seen many athletes. I was really amazed by seeing some of the athletes whose this one legs were amputated, and still they won the race in Olympics and all. So what is that? I don't know. I can never match with them. So what is that? It is only because of the mental strength, the power of mind. So once we conceive anything in the mind, we can execute. And that is mainly due to our persistence and our liking towards that particular goal. Over to you, Jessie ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster. You backed it up with a good example. My next speaker is George Crespo. George, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Toastmaster George, your topic is the only disability in life is a bad attitude. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. Toastmaster George.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. It's my first time on this club. I'm actually speaking to you from Lisbon, Portugal. Addressing the topic, I would agree with the topic. I think that the attitude goes a long way. It's always a matter of perspective. The same glass can be half full or half empty, and we are actually living through a situation where we can perfectly apply that affirmation. This pandemic has separated us from the day-to-day activities, our haptic way to experience life by approaching and touching people. But at the same time, it opens new perspectives. It gave me the initiative to actually Google for online sessions today, and I discovered that there was one happening in the middle of my afternoon in Dubai. And I actually am closer to a group of people that I would probably never would have spoke to otherwise. And it's just a very good example of how attitude goes a long way. I've struggled a little bit with the first confinement that we had here in Portugal. We are headed towards a second one, which is going to be emotionally, besides professionally, very challenging. But with every situation, there's always two ways to address it, two ways to look at it. There's always two sides of every coin. So it is a matter of attitude, whether I will let myself fall and suffer with the inevitability that we have upon us, or if I try to look at the positive side. And this time I choose to look at the positive side. It's always a matter of attitude. Thank you.
Well said. Thank you, Toastmaster George. My next speaker is Toastmaster Adnan, if he is there. I cannot see. Are you there, Adnan? Okay, I go to Toastmaster Noreen. Toastmaster Noreen, are you there?
Yes, Toastmaster Jessie, I'm here.
Okay. Good to see you.
Thank you.
If you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. If you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rains. Toastmaster Noreen.
Thank you so much, ma'am, Table Topic Master, for giving me such a very thought-provoking topic. Yes, I truly believe if you want to become a rainbow, you have to go through the process of rain. And how you can be, you have to take a step, and you have to take a step first, and then pass through the whole process until until you achieve your success. So it's not like that if you want it and you can get it in a while. No, for that you have to take a struggle. You have to come out of your comfort zone. So only then you will be able to achieve your success. You will be able to reach towards our destination. So we have to go through the whole process of rainbow. We have to need to go through the whole process of rain formation till it become a rainbow. Only then we can see the fruit. Only then we can see. I think we can see our destination. Only then we can see the outcome that we want to achieve. But the first step is to take an action, and we need to be disciplined. We need to be perseverant. We need to be consistent for that. Only then we can achieve beautiful colors of rainbow. So for that, we have to take the first step, and we have to go on through the process of rain, and basically we have to cross through the hard work process. Only then we can see the rainbow. Over to you, ma'am, table topic master.
Thank you, Noreen. Thank you. My next speaker is Sanchita. Sanchita, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Sanchita, your topic is life has no remote control. You got to get up and change it yourself. Life has no remote control. You got to get up and change it yourself. Toastmaster Sanchita.
Thank you, Table Topics Master, for this lovely topic. Life has no remote control. You got to go up to it and change it yourself. And unfortunately, we living in this digital world don't have a remote control to our lives. Maybe this is a sad part of human beings. Maybe when we go to the robotic world, then we'll definitely have one. But yes, being in a social life, being a human being, we do not have the remote control to our lives. That means that you got to do your job, whatever you want to do it yourself. We will plan for our future. We will do all that possible to make it happen, but the change is the only thing that is constant in this world, and we'll have to deal with it. For those of there are many people who think that things might just happen on its own. We won't make an extra effort to make it happen. So those are the people who lag somewhere. Those are the people who could not achieve and might see other people going higher than them or further than them, and then they regret. So this is one thing that I think should not happen with people, and they should have a positive mindset, have a positive outlook towards the things they want to achieve in their life. At some point of time, I was also a person who used to be very lazy, but very early in my life I realized that yes, this is not going to happen. I have to deal with my own course. I have to work for it. I have to do come out of my comfort zone and do it myself. And this is what I agree to this topic, that life is does not come with a remote control. You have to do it. You have to do it all alone, and this is your life. You shape your future. Thank you. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Very well said, Sanchita. My next speaker is Toastmaster Santosh Zope. You missed it. I'm calling you again. Santosh, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. Santosh, your topic is easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go. Santosh.
Yeah. Thank you. So, stock market is one of the best example for this. When you invest in stock market, I have invested in stock market when Mr. Prime Minister Modi in India started demonetization process and stock market fell. I invested in stock market and I thought it is the right time. It was really a right time. My share values grew. I got within a couple of years, I got around 50% of benefits. And then I thought this is the same process will go on. And then I continued the same way, investing, reinvesting. And one point of time, it tumbled. When it tumbled, whatever gains I had incurred, I went into negative actually. And still today, even the market is up today, 49,000 and Sensex. Still, I am not recovered completely. So it is very easy to, when you go up very easily, it is also easy to go down, because the point is when you go up quickly, there is a point that you are not trying to understand a thing. You think it is everything easy. You don't look at the minute points. And then you feel the process is so simple. There is no difficulties. And whenever it tumbles or whenever it takes its course downward, then you started realizing really it is not so easy. You have to take each and every points which are relevant for any upward or downward things. And that is the take from this. I learned from this that it is easy to go up. When it is easy to go up, it is easy to go down. When you struggle to go up, it is gradual process. You learn learn step by step, and then it is you can sustain there, and you cannot fall off quickly. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Santosh. I see some of these newcomers. I will give you, because some of them, they come and go. I will give you the topic. Let me finish. Next speaker is Toastmaster Sunita. Toastmaster Sunita, are you there?
Yes.
Toastmaster Sunita, your topic is a watched pot never boils. A watched pot never boils. Toastmaster Sunita.
Good evening, Toastmasters and Toastmaster Jesse in particular. A watched pot never boils. As a housewife, I know this very, very well. Especially when you are in a hurry. It's happened so many times. You want to finish this job and get out, and it takes so long. You think otherwise it gets over so fast. But that particular day, that's because your mind is fully on it. You're waiting for it to get over. There are days when I want to go out, and the washing machine, I know it is in the last cycle. I just want it to finish and then hang out the clothes and go out. I've promised to meet somebody. Very often it's Jessie. I have promised to meet her, and I know, and I'm waiting in front of the machine, waiting for it to stop, and it just goes on and on and on spinning. It's taking its usual time, but that particular day, it feels like it's taking so long. And then even after that, to open the door, the light doesn't seem to go. You switch the button on, you switch it off and see, and the light doesn't go. You cannot open the door. And then, it's so a watched kettle never, that is the meaning of it. Something when you think, when you're desperate for it to walk, you will not be able, it will not happen according to you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Very well said. I think you need to give the task, train your cat also to do some chores of the house. Well said, Toastmaster Sunita. My next speaker is Toastmaster Robin. Are you there, Robin? Robin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
You can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. Toastmaster Robin.
Thank you very much for that statement. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. Let me ask you this. How many of you here likes omelette? Raise up your hand. Yeah, I see a lot of hands. Who doesn't love omelettes? Omelettes is like, wow, the best thing, the best kind of egg dish that everybody can.
Can't hear, can't hear. There's something is wrong with the audio.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Let me continue. So I was saying that omelette is an international dish that everybody can relate to. Like I can see people from India, I can see people from Pakistan, I can see people from all around the world, from Dubai, from Portugal, and I'm from Mauritius. Well, you know where is Mauritius? It's a small island near. It's in the middle of the Indian Ocean. And it's the same time as Dubai. That's why I love this place. Like I can connect at this time right now. And I've just finished my dinner. So omelette is something that we can always eat all the time. We can eat it during we can eat it during nighttime as well. So we have to when it says that you have to break a few eggs to make the best omelette. Well, I do not know about you guys, but I believe that the more eggs you put into it, and then you can get the best omelette. Why? Because it becomes very fluffy, and you go, or the more it becomes fluffy, and then the more you feel like, wow, I want to eat more. I want to eat more. It's so good. So, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, I do not know about you guys, but what kind of omelette that you need to have in your life that will a lot of people will break you, will shape you, but you can be the best omelette ever, because the more people break you, the more you will be the fluffiest, the best person, the best shape ever. Back to you.
Very well said, Toastmaster Robin. My next speaker, we're going to end at 9 o'clock, so we will only take the speakers who were there right at the beginning. My next speaker is Toastmaster Savita. If somebody can time her.
I'll do at the background. It will run.
All right. Toastmaster Savita, your topic is one man's trash is another man's treasure. One man's trash is another's treasure. Toastmaster Savita.
Thank you very much, DTM Jesse, for this topic. Yes, one man's trash is another man's
treasure.
Treasure, yes. I agree with this. So many people you must have seen in your life, trash. They are living in the things which are left by the other people. Just for an example, people who are really luxurious, living luxurious life, for them, so many things, small things, they just discard it, or they don't have value for them. They discard it and give it away or throw it and don't have value. But those only things, those only small things are matter so much for the underprivileged or needy or the poor people that you cannot imagine. It is like a big world for them. So for one person, trash, and for other person, it's a treasure. It's a big difference, because our society, people, there's so much difference in their lifestyle, in their living, in the standards, in whatever way we live, living conditions, because of general background or whatever the position they are. Yes, I fully agree. Yes, that for some people, their treasure, the trash of those people is just treasure, and for other people it is other way around. So with that, I give this platform back to DTM Jesse. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Savita. My next topic is speaker is Toastmaster Umar.
Yes, ma'am. It's an easy one, no?
Yes, easy one. Okay, I give you an easy one. Let me see.
No, you can give me the toughest one. No issues.
I'm saying that you can make it tough as well as easy. Today, okay. Let your heart dance. Today, let your heart dance. Toastmaster Umar.
Okay, that's a very interesting topic. I always believe that we should be emotionally intelligent. We should listen to our heart, but we should not forget to take our mind also with us. And we have to maintain that balance. But from time to time, we should listen to our heart, what our desires are, what are we wanting to feel. Because love, kindness, care, these are the spirits and these are the emotions of the heart. When you are talking about emotions, when you are talking about feelings, you are talking about heart. You need to feel these things. We have to feel that care, the compassion, the empathy, the love, everything. That and when you enjoy those moments, that then your heart will be in the what you call it as a trance, and it will be enjoying every bit of it. You will be enjoying every bit of it, and you will make most of it, because in life, all most of the things that we treasure are not only things that we can touch. Real things that matter in our lives are the things that we cannot touch. That care we have for each other, the love we have for each other, kindness, and we have that service attitude toward each other. Those are the things, and the intellect, the knowledge that we have in ourselves, and the soul that we carry with ourselves. Those are the things, are the most important things that for us. That I truly believe. And if we feed those things, I always believe that in order to feed your body, you have biryani and kapsas and pastas and pizzas. Why not feed your soul with the kindness parathas and gratitude burgers and all these things. So you have to feed your soul, feed your heart with all these things, and you let it dance. You are a free bird, free spirit. Don't cage yourself, don't cage your emotions. Use them wisely and with the intellect that is required for it. Over to you, our Tapix master.
Thank you, dancing Toastmaster Umar. Not only our table topic monster, you are a dancer also.
So now you have made me
yeah. My next speaker is a final speaker is Toastmaster DTM Amjad Ali. This is only for you. I kept it for the last. The best is for the last. Toastmaster Amjad, great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. Where are you? Great minds discuss ideas. Average discuss events. Small minds discuss people. Where do you stand? Your stand. Toastmaster Amjad.
Thank you so much, Madam Topics Master. Ideas, people, a lot of things we discuss as a people, but are we great? Are we average? Are we good enough? I think every person who is listening right now, or every person who is trying to make it through life, is doing something better for somebody in his life or her life. For the society, let's consider myself as an example. Maybe somebody who doesn't like me, but there are people who love me. They can die for me. Person is same, product is same, but some people, they are completely compelling with me and gelling with me, and some people, they are completely opposite to me. So I believe everyone is discussing idea, but as far as his knowledge is concerned, limited to his knowledge or her knowledge. So we need to appreciate. Once I was being interviewed by one of the interviewer, and he was asking, Amjad, there are a lot of people who are coming nowadays, especially the young boys and girls coming out of school, and they are trying to become motivational speaker. What do you think about it? And my answer was, I think they all should try. They must try. And after some time, after a few months and few years, you will know who will survive and who will not. End of the day, everyone deserves same platform, equal rights. And then after that, if he or she is able to continue, pursue, is make it through, applaud for them. So everyone deserves, and everyone is doing something better or the other. But problem is sometimes we are not ready to accept it. We are not able to digest it. the person's idea. So let's give everyone our benefit of doubt, and let's see if they are able to make it through for few months, few years. If they will, and definitely they will be called leaders. They will be called smart people. They will be written in somebody else's book. So I believe everyone is discussing idea as far as and limited to his knowledge or her knowledge. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are you doing? I know, I appreciate whatever you're doing something better. It's a small or it's big, but something is adding in somebody's life. So keep it up, but make sure when you do something bad, it comes back. If you do something good, it comes back. What do you want in return? Do accordingly, because it's going to come back in a circle. Thank you so much. Great people. You are doing great job. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Toast DTM Amjad. We have just 1 hour to continue since we are live streaming, or
Uh,
we will conclude.
no, we will give you a topic, Toastmaster Umar. Please quickly give topic to TTM Jesse.
Yes, DTF Jesse, you want an easy topic, na? So it's an easy topic. Wear your tragedies like armor, not as shackles. I'll repeat, wear your tragedies as armors, not shackles. TTM Jesse.
Toastmaster Umar and fellow Toastmasters, good evening. Wear my tragedies as armors and not shackles. And I have been wearing them, I think, probably since the time I got married, not because my husband was a bad person or something. Sometimes tragedies occur in life for no reason you don't know, but it is the tragedies that becomes your weapon to fight against those and overcome. And every time that you overcome, you become better. The first tragedy I had when I got married was at a misunderstanding with my sister-in-law, and it continued and continued and continued, I did not find any end to it, and then we had to break relationship just to stop it. But today we are good friends. We have overcome. That made me stronger. The second tragedy came is I lost my own husband and I had to bring up my children. Even that, because it's not his fault, it's not my fault. It's destiny has brought me, and that also I have overcome, because alone I came into this world. Probably I will be going. So whatever happens in my life, I just take it and do the best till I go to my grave. And so the tragedies are my the arms are not shackles. I keep using them, I keep growing them. Over to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Wonderful reply, TTM Jesse. And a personal touch also. Good.
Thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate for your contribution. Let's quickly go to our Madam Timer, Toastmaster Vita, for timing report, please. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Amjad. I'll quickly read out the timings for all the speakers. Toastmaster Farida, 2 minutes 20. Sujata, 150. Zainab, 2 minutes. Tushita, 212. Gayatri, 211. Dinesh, 140. Sherman, 158. Sushant, 132. Monu, 230. Babu, 228. Dinisha, 212. Sindhu 222, George 152, Noreen 137, Sanchita 156, Santosh 212, Sunita 133, Robin 230, Umar 204, Amjadji 254, and DTM Jesse 148. That is the report from my side. Back to you, DTM Amjad.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vita. Really appreciate for your usual support. Ladies and gentlemen, today two ladies, a very senior one and very humble, very supportive, are great family members. Can we give them a loudest round of applause, please? DTM Jesse and Toastmaster Vita. And we have her better half as well, Ajay sir, thank you so much. Welcome back.
Topic for you.
Would you like to take a topic? Would you like to take a topic, Ajay sir?
सर जी आज मरिंडा बने में मरिंडा क्या बात फांटे
Let's conclude the meeting. If Toastmaster Ajay sir is not ready to take the topic, if you're ready to take the topic, let's give him the topic, please. Okay, he is not ready. So I'm going to conclude the meeting, then we can continue the discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we manage our show successfully. Everyone is welcome. Please share this video with every single person who you know and you like him or her to improve or become a better communicator. This video was shared on Facebook and it will be shared on YouTube as well. If you like to watch your version, go watch your version and appreciate your effort. And tomorrow's effort will be a little better than today's effort. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, Pa Vasarmi, the host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Now over to each one of you to have fun for some time. Stay blessed.